Alright, let's wait for 5 minutes before starting this. Alright, so welcome back to another episode of Think Small, where we are talking to small businesses and creators about their small steps for a bigger future. This week we have with us the very homegrown natural skincare brand Earthenmyra, and let's add Madhushree from Earthenmyra with us to discuss about how homegrown natural skincare is disrupting the beauty industry. Uh, Thank you, Soumya. Yeah, hi Madhushree, how are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
I'm good too. So, where are you right now?
Actually, I have come to my husband's hometown. It's called Kota near Mangalore. So that's how.
Oh, nice, nice. So, Madhushree, why don't you introduce yourself and your brand to us?
Sure. So, yeah, I'm Madhushree. I am the founder of Earthenmyra. More about me, I have around 14 plus years of corporate experience and 4 plus years of entrepreneurial experience. I always wanted to be an entrepreneur, but I never knew what I wanted to do, how I wanted to do. But this Earthen Myra just happened to me when I had my daughter. In fact, the way it happened is I have 4 sisters, and we have raised in a household which believes in natural health care, natural beauty, and holistic approach to life, and the remedies, home remedies, all of this. So it was like a default for us to learn some of the things which back then we never valued, right? It was just there in our system. And when my daughter was born, that's when I leaned more towards going a holistic way for approach. And that's when I was looking at food and the skin and all part of it. One of my friends suggested, why don't you just do a course with respect to soaps? You can put whatever you want, and then so I did my basic course of soap making back then. But after that is when it's like I actually discovered that it's such a big ocean, and I equipped myself with a diploma in natural skincare, and then I did a lot of my research, and thankfully I have a lot of Ayurvedic professors in our life from childhood who has been guiding us with respect to what you have to do, what is good, and how all of this. So that's how this I started making soaps, and then I started distributing it to my friends and family. So they all started coming back and saying that it's really good, and they wouldn't mind buying it from me. So that's
Yeah.
when I started to go commercially to sell the
Okay.
home, I can say the natural skincare products. So,
Okay. So, what are all the products right now in in the brand? What are all the products that you're selling?
okay, so I have mainly I deal with the soaps and then the scrubs and the salts, bath salts and food soaps, and I have lip balms. I plan to introduce shampoos and hair care. So basically, it's all about skincare right now.
Yeah. So, and how do you decide what ingredients should go into the products?
To be honest, I do a lot of research on this bit. Most of them, most of the things what you see in my products are not like something totally different, but it's something which most of us know because now people are equipping themselves with a lot of information. I just do a research on what would be the best combination and what are the best effects, and in what way if you I mean culminate the ingredients, what effect would it give? Those are the intricacies which I concentrate on and work towards it. And so far, it has given me good results, and I have got good reviews. The best part of, the best part or what keeps me going is some of them who have come back to me and told me that they don't need a moisturizer right now because they started using my soap. Some of them, they tell that this dry skin was such a persistent problem for them, and the soaps helped them to uh, cure that problem. These are the small things which gives me the kick of telling me that okay, you're on the right path and you're doing the right things.
Yeah. So, and how do you decide like I'm going to launch this product? So is it like I'm going to first you are going with the soaps and all the skincare and then you are like going to hair care, or it's like whatever you require at that time, like if you're using soap and then after soap it's like it's winter season, so people mostly require moisturizer, or like what's the process when you're launching a new product?
So I have started to launch soaps itself in various flavors and
Oh,
depending on the seasons and um, the climatic conditions
yeah.
actually. So if you actually see last December, I had some of the variations in my products, which actually was very good for winter season, where you need a little more extra care for your skin and dry skin or whatever. So each time I plan to introduce is right now I'm working based on the seasons, like what you need, how you need in what season, which season. Yeah, it is also need based. Basically, what I
Yeah.
want, what I would need, and how my mind works. That this is what goes in, and the constant research or learning or reading what you do, and the learning or the courses what I've done has backed my understanding on what is good for this season, what has been helping me. So that is what I offer.
Beautiful. And I think this is the best time to, opt for natural skincare, as well as there are so many. First of all, we already have seen what impact we are creating on the nature. And apart from that, the cruelty that goes like towards animals. Right now there's a campaign also going on, Save Ralph, where it's a cute rabbit where all the products are being tested and the poor guy is suffering so much. And apart from this, I remember I saw a documentary from Refinery 29 2 to 3 years back. Like small kids from Jharkhand are mining mica, and mica is that shimmery substance that goes into all the makeup items. So be it highlighter or some kind of foundation or the eyeshadow, all the sparkly things that is going on in the products are being mined by those small kids, and they are just getting 2 to 3 rupees per day for all that, or for all the glitters that that goes on the products. And and it's also very harmful for them as they are going underground and mining all those things. So obviously we know that what's the bad impact that beauty industry is creating on these small children, or on because of the animal testing. So like what's the alternative to that? Like for your brand, how do you test the products? I know that it's obviously
So
cruelty
this is
free.
such a big topic you just touched upon, right? So um, you spoke about testing. You spoke about having kids doing that. There are a lot of cosmetics which use mica, and mica is considered as natural. But the process of procuring it is where we
Yeah.
have a problem. So we are basically we are the problem. We have to
Yeah.
find ways and means. And when you're coming and talking about what is paid to the kids, first of all, employing kids is not a legal
Yeah.
thing, and then what is being paid to them, it's a different level. It is not at all
Yeah.
with respect to the using natural or not natural. It's about the ethics. It is our each one's responsibility to find various means to explore the natural resources. But at the same time, while exploring, it so happens that it also gets substandardized as it comes
Yeah.
to the ultimate customer. So this is completely a vast topic to talk about. It all narrows down to how we work around the nature
Yeah.
to get what we can do. But there are synthetic micas, there are natural micas. But what we spoke about are the natural micas, and it
Yeah.
is one of the main substances in natural or the other business in beauty world. But
Yeah.
problem is about procuring, how we go about it.
Exactly.
So the problem is with respect to how we go about it. Secondly, coming to the testing of my products, initially I had not done any testing as such. So what I did was, what goes into it, I was very mindful about the ingredients, what I get, what I put in, process what I have to follow. It was like a religious protocol what I used to follow. But as the word of mouth grew, and as people started to buy my products, and as I decided to expand, trying to place my products in few of the platforms, or the social media platforms, or the um uh, what happened was, they needed certificates. They wanted to
Yeah.
know how good is my product. So that's when I went ahead and I got all my products clinically tested, and it was approved. And that's how I'm now looking forward to get into partnership with some of the e-commerce platforms and then go ahead with that. So that was
Okay.
a
So
requirement. I had to compile with that. But it was like an achievement for me. Like when I sent across, I didn't even know how to go about testing. I had heard. I had to again contact people from this field who have done and dusted it. Like this is again an ocean. People have just done lots and lots of things in this world. Only when you jump into it is when you learn about it. So that is one of the things which keeps me on my toes. So much of learning
yeah.
and so much of information which comes, and so much of unlearning you have to do, what you have believed or you have been taught. When it is backed by the scientific research, it's a enriching experience.
So true. And I think like most of the time, we cannot go wrong with the natural products. Like even we have been using, that besan paste since childhood.
Yeah. So
And even like personally, my skin is very sensitive to any products. Like I even get pimples from the most basic, like as it's advertised, the most natural ingredients, as it's advertised in the like on television. But I get acne from that as well, but only those natural ingredients work for me, like most of the time, or I have to go to a dermatologist to procure some medicated. So I think that natural skincare is obviously it works for me, and I don't think there's anyone in the world for whom the natural ingredients do not work. And why to put yourself, your skin into those chemicals that you don't even know like what impact they would create on your skin for a long period of time. So obviously natural is the thing right now. And so as you were talking about the e-commerce stores, so what are the platforms, marketplaces that you are right now on?
So I have my own website. Initially, I started off only with Instagram as one of the selling points, and it was also word of mouth which worked for me. Um, right now, I have tied up with Ping, and there are a few others in talks. So because of this lockdown and pandemic, all that, the things are going really slow. So I'm hoping that I'll get tied with some 4 or 5 e-commerce platforms. And
Yeah. And so, Madhushree, what are all the like? What are the methods through which people can buy the product from your platform? Like right now, I think from where you are, there's a lockdown right now, right?
yeah,
Or
there
it
is.
has been lifted. Okay, there
No,
is a
there has
lock.
been a lockdown. But
Okay, okay.
e-commerce and deliveries has been up. So at the
Oh,
deliveries and the orders has been coming in, and it's
oh,
been running parallelly. So yeah.
that's nice. That's nice. And how much time does it usually take to deliver the items?
Yeah, I usually ask for 3 to 4 days, because once the order comes in, I pack in and I courier it. But if it is some of them do come for these hand gift packages, or
Yeah.
someone who have used, they have come back to me saying that my soap is just getting over, I need it tomorrow, can you just dunzo it? So if dunzo works, I tell them that I can do it to dunzo, and that's how it works. But basically I go with the courier system for whoever orders in, and especially
Oh.
when it comes through the website, it's the courier.
So, do you do customized order as well? Because I think
Yeah.
the day before yesterday, I saw a spa package, and then I went through the website and just searched for it, like where is the spa package? I couldn't find it. So, do you do
Yeah,
custom?
actually, I am working on it. Right now, my website talks about soap, scrubs, and the balms and the salts, and which are all individually available. But some of them who know what I'm doing, they ask for particular products
Okay.
to be packaged it in such a way that it goes as a gift package. So I'm very happy to do that, to sort out or curate the products they need, and I make it as a package and I send it across.
I think that's really helpful. So, yeah, one question. Like, if you were not doing this right now, if Earthenmyra didn't happen, what would you be doing today?
Dikshita, it is such a question. I really don't know what I would be doing because I wanted to be an entrepreneur. But what I wished I did was wish I was a singer. I have always dreamt, or growing up days, this TVS Saregama, Sonu Nigam used to host, and I used to stand in front of the mirror and act as though I'm performing and all of that. And after that, I'm also trained classical singer. But it's just that I got busy with my own world, figuring out so many things which I don't even know what it is. I drifted away from my basics. And it's only now I'm getting back. I can't expect that I become a singer right now, but I sing for my own happiness, and I only wish I had that as a career.
But I think through Instagram right now, anything is possible. Like, even if you want to be a singer, just post 2 to 3 reels, and if it's really good, you can go viral. And in this era where Instagram is the thing, anyone can do anything. I suppose, like in this lockdown itself, so many businesses have grown, right? Like
I
before this lockdown, I couldn't even find some good, like your brand or what say. Obviously, the thrift stores I couldn't find before the
yeah.
lockdown, or any homegrown label as such. But from last lockdown to 2021, there have been so many small businesses that have bloomed everywhere. So yeah.
Yeah, it has, and it has worked out. This lockdowns have also worked out in a positive way for a lot many people. They have, we could suddenly see the boom in major cooking and some kind of an artwork, and in fact, that had helped me also to get back to my music. I started
Oh,
practicing, I started learning, and which I always did when I was in my school and college, and after that, I never did. And yes, lockdown has helped me in a tremendous way.
that's so true. So true. So I think we have discussed about what are your plans going forward. You were talking about how you are planning to go to other e-commerce platforms and everything. So yeah, is there anything apart from that should be in our radar that you are going to start in a few days or months?
To be very honest, Dikshita, I'm very thankful and blessed to have amazing friends who have helped me to have talk about my products. They had that kind of trust to use it and then even recommend it to other people. And my brand has organically grown by word of mouth. I have not invested so much time in brand awareness as such. So my immediate plans would be to have make brand awareness as one of my important areas to focus on. And like I already said, I am looking out to introduce hair care products, and I think right now it's all this. Let me see where I reach with my short-term goals, and then I'll take it from there.
So true.
You
So
can keep an eye out for all the hair care products. Probably that's what I can
hair
tell you.
care products, right? Because you can see, like, my hair quality is not the best. It's like somewhere in between hair leak, hair, so what do you call, curly or straight or wavy, somewhere in between. And I have treated it with color and everything. So it's not in the best condition right
You
now.
know what? I can give you one takeaway. The solution to most of the problems or maintenance or anything is all oils. I have learned to believe I'm not kidding. There are various oils where I mean, it does tremendous changes in your skin and your hair or whatever. It was like, when we were all kids, we were told to apply oil. And then
Yeah,
the era came that you're not supposed to apply oil for a very long time. You
yeah,
need to wash it
yeah,
because there's accumulation of dirt and everything. There is reasoning why the trends have changed, but the core has still remained. I mean, at least I believe, with
yeah,
respect to what I have learned, that oils are a must. Different oils offer different things, and it is really a boon to learn more about oils and to go with oils as such.
yeah.
So Yeah, if you want a solution, just go ahead and apply some oil, wash your hair, and see the difference. Um,
So
o-
is
o-
it? Mhm. Yeah, go
over
ahead.
time, all these things need a lot of time to show results.
Mhm.
All of us are so impatient with respect to results, right? If you get an immediate result, trust me, it's not going to be long lasting. So if
Yeah.
you find if you put in a little effort, it will give you really good results.
Or so with this, I wanted to ask that is it fine to combine two types of oil? Like usually, what I do is combine coconut oil with olive oil with castor oil, and just combine all the.
You know what, it is very good. Each oil what you spoke about has its own significance. Coconut oil is supposed to be very good for your hair strands to absorb. All right, why it's been so everywhere you see, I apply coconut oil, I apply that, all that, because the absorption level of your hair strands, there's a philosophy or the study where the hair strands are good for the properties of coconut oil penetrates to your hair, and that's how it is very good. Castor oil is amazing for your hair growth. In fact, when we were growing up, Sundays was for castor oil bath. You have no other alternatives. You have to apply castor oil for an hour or two and then wash it off. So, what you're doing is amazing. Just go ahead and do it. All these oils have their own properties which will actually act as a nourishing agent. And if you're doing that, you're on a right track.
So let's see how that turns out in a couple of
Yeah,
years.
just have some patience. It's going to be really good.
No, because there are many YouTube videos as well. I don't know where people just say that you have to stop oiling. I don't know why, but they are like they you
See,
have to stop oil.
there's always a balance to be maintained. Yeah, before we used to apply oil and leave it. These oils also attract a lot
Mhm.
of dust. And if your scalp is
Yeah.
very oily and if it attracts dust, it's going to create more harm than good. But oiling
Mhm.
as such is not bad thing. In fact, you have to. It's just that how long you keep it. You apply oil,
Yeah.
and I remember I used to apply oil and roam around the town with no shame or guilt, and I never felt anything about it. But it was actually not a good thing. Oils, when it gets into your scalp, there's only so much it can, even our scalp can absorb. After that, you'll have to
Yeah.
wash it. And our scalp itself has that secretion of natural oil. So when that also becomes excess, you need to wash your hair. So it's
Yeah.
all a balance what you create.
So true. It's all about a balance.
Yeah.
So, coming to, I think we had a wonderful discussion here, and coming to the favorite part of my segment. So, it's the one question that you would tell yourself when you started.
Wish I had told the same thing what I told you, to have a lot of patience and to tell myself saying that failure is a part of the learning process. I had such big problem of fear of failure. I was so scared. I wanted to be so perfect in what I do that I had my own limitations. I had created my own setbacks, but only after failing, because I have had
Yeah.
multiple failures, is when I realized that it was part of my growth process. And though it was a tough time for me, I made it tough on myself. But it was tough time for me to face at that point of time. Today I look back and say, oh God, that taught me so many things.
Yeah.
Wish I had the maturity to tell myself, like, have some patience. Fail, it's okay. You learn better ways. I just want to
Yeah.
tell myself that.
So, do you have any instance where you failed while doing Earthen Myra? And if you could share some experience with us.
Oh, lots actually. When I was doing the product for myself, we used to. One of the days I wanted was this turmeric and tulsi soap, because it is very good. Actually, it is
Yeah.
very good. And we had our homegrown turmeric, so it was very good. So when you're doing something, irrespective of what you intend, you have to do a research on that. So turmeric, I mean, you have to dry it. You have to, after drying, you have to powder it, and then you have to remove the husk kind of a thing, which is the
Yeah.
harder part, and keep it aside. You can use it for other things. But what I thought was, oh, natural, I want to everything as is, I don't want it to be disturbed. I put the whole thing after powdering it. I never used the filter to get the fine powder out of it. So when the actual actual I follow a process called cold process method, where I
Okay.
have to keep the soap. I make the soap. It has to
Mm-hmm.
set in the molds for 2 days. I make it for 2 days, and then it has to cure for 30 days, 4 weeks basically, 4 to 6 weeks. When I made this, I was in a hurry to see what's my product. I made the soap, and then the very next day I unmolded it, and then I couldn't just wait for just one more day, and it all crumpled. And I thought,
Oh.
okay, this is just about shape, it doesn't matter. And then I put it into different molds and waited. After the final product arrived and we were using it, my father came and told, I don't know what is it, but it is very harsh on the skin. You can feel that it is not, it has too grainy. Then I went back and why it is grainy, homegrown, it should be soft, all of that, but it cannot use such product. So that was the biggest failure of the product itself. We couldn't use it because it more than being useful, it was more like scrub using every day. So
Yeah.
it was very funny because I was so proud saying that homegrown, natural, organic, everything, and it was such a flop show, I tell you.
So patience is the key. So that's the lesson
Patience and,
learned.
read up, know your product well. Just because you know little, you can't jump into conclusions. Read up before doing anything. Learn about it. Explore, experiment, learn. Other than learning, advice. Read up, so it will give you
Yeah.
more information to just make sure that it helps you to get a. In spite of all of this, there will be times when we'll have flop shows because
Yeah.
when you're playing around with natural resources, one time the what we order one particular time may not be the same when you order the second time because the plants are different, the extraction methods are different, the quality what comes in or the viscosity what it has, all of this differs. So I put a disclaimer when I sell my product. So since they are all handmade and naturally obtained products, if there is a slight variation with respect to color or the texture, please mind that this is because of the natural resources and the natural handmade process which is followed.
Got it, got it. So I think we had a wonderful discussion here, Madhushree. I really didn't even realize when half an hour went, and it was just like we are having a normal conversation. All right,
Thank you
so
so much,
everyone,
Rushika. It was really good chatting up with you. And this, I was really wondering what you're going to ask me and how am I going to face it. And whatever I spoke, it just came, whatever, it just brought back my memories and I could put it out for you.
and thank you for doing this. Thank you so much for agreeing and coming to the show. Like, really, thank you so much
Thank
for
you
that.
so much. I'm so grateful to you. Thank you.
So everyone, if you really care about your skin and want to go all natural, I'll link Earthenmyra's account when I'll be uploading this video. And if you have any questions about the brand, about the soaps, about the products, I think you can ping her anytime.
Yes, definitely. You can DM me and I'll get in touch with you guys.
All right then. Good
All
night.
right.
Bye.
Thank you
Have a
so
good
much,
day.
Rushika. Stay safe.
Oh,
See
thank
you.
you. Stay safe.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye bye.